0.9er, United 535.
Delta 1250 Heavy, your number 2 for departure.
Roger, Delta 1250 Heavy. Salt Lake Tower, Delta 498 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 16 left. Line up and wait runway 16 left, Turkish 194 Super. Delta 498 Heavy, requesting change to runway 17.
Lufthansa 484, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final.
Wilco, Lufthansa 484.
Delta 498 Heavy, enter straight in runway 17.
Enter straight in runway 17, Delta 498 Heavy.
Turkish 194, runway 17, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 17, Delta 498 Heavy.
Lufthansa 484, request frequency change.
Lufthansa 484, contact Salt Lake ground on 121.9er.
Line up and wait runway 16 left, Delta 1250 Heavy.
Austrian 2216 Heavy, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway. Salt Lake Tower, Delta 198 Alpha Kilo, ready for departure at runway 16 right, departing west. Delta 4312, exit runway when able, contact ground on the Alpha Kilo, your number 2 for departure.
Wilco, Austrian 2216 Heavy.
Roger, Delta 198 Alpha Kilo. Aero Mexico 793, wind calm, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, Aero Mexico 793.
Delta 198 Alpha Kilo, line up and wait runway 16 right. Line up and wait runway 16 right, Delta 198 Alpha Kilo. Delta 1250 Heavy, wind calm, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. November 712 Mike Kilo, line up and wait runway 16 left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, Delta 1250 Heavy.
Line up and wait runway 16 left, November 712 Mike Kilo. Salt Lake Tower, contact Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er.
Salt Lake Tower, American 062, ready for departure at runway 16 right, departing straight out.
American 062, your number 2 for departure.
Roger, American 062.
November 712 Mike Kilo, wind calm, runway 16 left, runway 16 left. Salt Lake Tower, Delta 110, ready for departure at runway 16 left, remaining in the pattern. Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, November 712 Mike Kilo.
Line up and wait runway 16 left, Pakistan 286.
Delta 110, your number 2 for departure. Roger, Delta 110. Pakistan 286, wind calm, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Delta 110, line up and wait runway 16 left. Line up and wait runway 16 left, Delta 110.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, Pakistan 286.
Delta 198 Alpha Kilo, wind calm, runway 120.9er. Line up and wait runway 16 right, American 062. November 712 Mike Kilo, contact Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er.
Contacting Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er, Delta 1250 Heavy.
Pakistan 286, contact Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er.
Contacting Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er, Pakistan 286.
Contacting Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er, November 712 Mike Kilo. Delta 110, wind calm, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. KLM 100, line up and wait runway 16 left. Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, Delta 110.
Line up and wait runway 16 left, KLM 100. Salt Lake Tower, Bravo Lima Papa Yankee, ready for departure at runway 16 left, departing north. Stand by, American 820 November.
American 062, wind calm, runway 16 left, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Salt Lake Tower, FedEx 149 Heavy, ready for departure in sequence at runway 16 left, departing west.
Bravo 7476, please expedite.
Salt Lake Tower, SkyWest 3614, ready for departure in sequence at runway 16 left, departing south. Going around, Delta 280 Heavy.
Delta 280 Heavy, roger, fly runway heading runway 16 left. Delta 280 Heavy, contact Salt Lake City approach on 121.1. Bravo Lima Papa Yankee, wind calm, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, Bravo Lima Papa Yankee.
FedEx 149 Heavy, line up and wait runway 16 left.
Line up and wait runway 16 left, FedEx 149 Heavy.
Salt Lake Tower, Delta 1971, ready for departure at runway 16 right, departing north. Delta 1971, wind calm, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, Delta 1971.
Ready for departure at runway 16 left, departing straight out.
FedEx 149 Heavy, wind calm, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Singapore 53, line up and wait runway 16 left.
Line up and wait runway 16 left, Singapore 53.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, FedEx 149 Heavy.
Salt Lake Tower, Mike Oscar November Echo Yankee, inbound on the ILS runway 16 right.
Mike Oscar November Echo Yankee, wind calm, number 1, runway 16 right, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 16 right, Mike Oscar November Echo Yankee.
American 062, contact Salt Lake City Center on 127.0. Contacting Salt Lake City Center on 127.0, American 062. Bravo Lima Papa Yankee, contact Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er. FedEx 149 Heavy, contact Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er.
Contacting Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er, Bravo Lima Papa Yankee.
Contacting Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er, FedEx 149 Heavy.
Salt Lake Tower, Singapore 53, ready for departure at runway 16 left, departing straight out.
Delta 1971, contact Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er. Contacting Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er, Delta 1971. Singapore 53, wind calm, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, Singapore 53.
SkyWest 3614, line up and wait runway 16 left.
Line up and wait runway 16 left, SkyWest 3614.
Contact Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er. SkyWest 3614, wind calm, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Foxtrot Bravo Bravo Alpha Charlie, line up and wait runway 16 left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, SkyWest 3614. Contacting Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er, Singapore 53.
Line up and wait runway 16 left, Foxtrot Bravo Bravo Alpha Charlie.
Salt Lake Tower, Delta 426, ready for departure at
SkyWest 3614, contact Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er.
Contacting Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er, SkyWest 3614.
Delta 426, line up and wait runway 16 right.
Line up and wait runway 16 right, Delta 426.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, Foxtrot Bravo Bravo Alpha Charlie. Salt Lake Tower, Delta 202 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 16 left. Delta 202 Heavy, wind calm, number 1, runway 16 left, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 16 left, Delta 202 Heavy.
South departure on 120.9er, Delta 426. Line up and wait runway 16 left, Delta 1209.
United 5744, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, United 5744.
Delta 12
left, Hotel Bravo Sierra Juliet Sierra Heavy.
Salt Lake Tower, Delta 127 Victor Alpha, inbound on the ILS runway 16 left.
Sierra Juliet Sierra Heavy.
Line up and wait runway 16 left, DHL 1803 Super.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 16 left, Delta 127 Victor Alpha.
Southwest 749, contact Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er.
Contacting Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er, Delta 1209.
Salt Lake
Departure on 120.9er, Hotel Bravo Sierra Juliet Sierra Heavy.
KLM 6794 Heavy, wind calm, number 2, runway 16 left, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 16 left. Cleared to land.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 16 left, Delta 51 Heavy. Salt Lake Tower, American 527 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 16 left, departing south.
American 527 Heavy, we're number 3 for departure.
Roger, American 527 Heavy.
4050, hold short of runway 16 left. Holding short runway 16 left, SkyWest 4050.
India Foxtrot Juliet Alpha Romeo, request frequency change. Salt Lake Tower, Azul 010 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 16 right with information Delta. Salt Lake Tower, FlexJet 1024, inbound on the ILS runway 17.
SkyWest 4050, line up and wait runway 16 left. Line up and wait runway 16 left, SkyWest 4050.
Salt Lake Tower, Foxtrot Charlie Oscar, ready for departure in sequence at runway 16 left, departing east.
Delta 1466, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, Delta 1466. Salt Lake Tower, American 52.
Wind calm, number 1, runway 16 right, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 16 right, Azul 010 Heavy.
Delta 650, hold position.
Victor Tango India November Delta flight of 2.
Azul 010 Heavy, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway.
Line up and wait runway 16 left, China Eastern 477.
Bravo 2134, wind calm, number 1, runway 35, cleared to land. Bravo 2134, disregard last message.
Wilco, Azul 010 Heavy.
Bravo 2134, wind calm, number 1, runway 17, cleared to land. Delta 911, hold position. Air India 747 Super, continue taxi.
Holding position, Delta 911.
Amiri 077, wind calm, Salt Lake Tower, Speedbird 67 Heavy, inbound on the visual runway 16 right. Speedbird 67 Heavy, wind calm, number 1, runway 16 right, cleared to land. Salt Lake Tower, Air Canada 827 Hotel Lima Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 16 left. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 16 right, Seabird 67 Heavy. Air Canada 827 Hotel Lima Heavy, line. Delta 911, line up and wait runway 16 left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, Delta 88 Heavy. Salt Lake Tower, Air China 5321, ready for departure at runway 16 right, departing straight out. Line up and wait runway 16 left, Delta 911.
Air China 5321, hold short of runway 16 right.
Holding short runway 16 right, Air China 5321.
Air China 5321, line up and wait runway 16 right.
Salt Lake Tower, Mike Alpha Alpha India Zulu, ready for departure at runway 16 left, departing south. Line up and cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, Air China 5321.
Cayman 551, line up and wait runway 16 right.
Line up and wait runway 16 right, Cayman 551.
Mike Alpha Alpha India Zulu, line up and wait runway 16 left.
Line up and wait runway 16 left, Mike Alpha Alpha India Zulu. Salt Lake
November, wind calm, runway 14, cleared for takeoff. Air Canada 827 Hotel Lima Heavy, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 14, Delta Lima Echo Oscar November.
Wilco, Air Canada 827 Hotel Lima Heavy.
Salt Lake Tower, Delta Lima Echo Whiskey India, inbound on the visual runway 16 right.
Cayman 551, wind calm, runway 16 right, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, Cayman 551.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 16 right, Delta Lima Echo Whiskey India.
Mike Alpha Alpha India Zulu, wind calm, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Delta 2806, line up and wait runway 16 left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, Mike Alpha Alpha India Zulu. Line up and wait runway 16 left, Delta 2806.
Cayman 551, contact Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er.
Thank you, good day, Cayman 551.
Salt Lake Tower, American 943, ready for departure at runway 16 right, departing east.
American 943, hold short of runway 16 right.
Holding short runway 16 right, American 943.
Executing missed approach, Delta Lima Echo Oscar November.
Delta Lima Echo Oscar November, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, Delta Lima Echo Oscar November.
Delta 2806, contact Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er.
Salt Lake Tower, Delta Lima Echo Oscar November, ready for departure at runway 32, departing north. Contacting Salt Lake City South departure on 120.9er, Delta 2806.
Delta Lima Echo Oscar November, please check the user guide from the home screen for help using ETC instructions.
Wait runway 16 right.
Line up and wait runway 16 right, Romeo Alpha 97020.
Delta 1274, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite traffic on final.
Salt Lake Tower is 12 nautical miles to the north at 7,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 17.
Salt Lake Tower, November 8712 Lima, inbound on the ILS runway 16 right.
Wind calm, number 2, runway 17, cleared to land.
Wilco, Delta 1274.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 17.
November 8712 Lima, wind calm, number 2, runway 16 right, cleared to land.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 16 right, November 8712 Lima. Ready for departure at runway 16 right, departing south.
Delta 1659, hold short of runway 16 right.
Salt Lake Tower, United 123 India November, inbound on ILS runway 17 with information hotel.
Holding short runway 16 right, Delta 1659.
United 123 India November, wind calm, number 2, runway 17, cleared to land.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 17, United 123 India November.
Delta 940, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite traffic on final.
Wilco, Delta 940. Salt Lake Tower, FedEx 282 Papa Romeo Heavy, ready for departure at runway 16 left, departing south.
Exit runway when able.
Salt Lake Ground, United 272, request taxi to gate B10 at the concourse B. Salt Lake Ground, Austrian 111, ready for pushback.
Request permission to cross runway 17.
Singapore 3232 Super, request permission to cross runway 17.
Salt Lake Ground, Delta 1029, ready to taxi to runway 16 right with information hotel. Salt Lake Ground, November 227 Alpha Charlie Super, ready to taxi to runway 16 right with information hotel.
United 272, taxi to concourse B gate B10 via Alpha 4, Alpha 5, Bravo 5.
Salt Lake Ground, Delta 829, request taxi to gate A9 at the concourse A.
Salt Lake Ground, Delta 1121, ready to taxi to runway 16 left.
Austrian 111, hold position.
Salt Lake Ground, Air France 636 Heavy, request taxi to gate A25 at the concourse A.
Delta 829, taxi to concourse A gate A9, hold short of Alpha.
M171 Heavy, ready for pushback with information India, requesting runway 16 left. Salt Lake Ground, Air France 636 Heavy, request taxi to gate A21A at the concourse A.
Singapore 3232 Super, cross runway 17. Cross runway 17.
Crossing runway 17, Singapore 3232 Super.
Cross runway 17.
Salt Lake Ground, United 123 India November, request taxi to gate A35 at the concourse A.
Crossing runway 17.
Holding position, Delta Echo Charlie Charlie Oscar.
Taxiing to runway 16 left via Hotel 6, Hotel 13.
Salt Lake Ground, United 276, ready for pushback with information hotel, requesting runway 16 right.
Salt Lake Ground, Delta 829, request taxi to gate A5 at the concourse A. Salt Lake Ground, KLM 171 Heavy, ready for pushback with information India, requesting runway 16 left.
Salt Lake Ground, SkyWest 5089, request taxi to the SkyWest.
Delta 829, taxi to concourse A gate A5 via Alpha 5, Bravo 5. United 276, pushback approved, tail to the east. Delta Echo Charlie Charlie Oscar, pushback approved, tail to the east.
Taxiing to concourse A gate A5 via Alpha 5, Bravo 5, Delta 829.
Holding position, Austrian 111. Pushback approved, tail to the east, KLM 171 Heavy.
Taxiing to runway 16 left via Hotel 6, Hotel 13, Delta 1121. Taxi to parking, SkyWest 5089. United 123 India November, request permission to cross runway 16 left. Contacting Salt Lake Ground on 121.9er, American 1 Mike Kilo.
United 123 India November, taxi to concourse A gate A35 via Hotel 6, hold short of 16 left 34 right.
Taxiing to concourse A gate A35 via Hotel 6, will hold short of 16 left 34 right, United 123 India November. Salt Lake ground, American 1 Mike Kilo, request taxi to parking.
American 1 Mike Kilo, taxi to parking at your discretion.
Taxi to parking, American 1 Mike Kilo. United 123 India November, request permission to cross runway 16 left.
United 123 India November, cross runway 16 left.
Information Hotel.
Salt Lake ground, United 276, ready to taxi to runway 16 right with Information Hotel.
Salt Lake ground, KLM 171 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 16 left with Information India. Salt Lake ground, Delta 451, request taxi to parking.
Austrian 111, runway 16 left, taxi via Foxtrot 4, Hotel 6, Hotel 13, contact tower when ready. Delta Echo Charlie Charlie Oscar, taxi to runway 16 right, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 left via Foxtrot 4, Hotel 6, Hotel 13, Austrian 111.
Taxiing to runway 16 right, Delta Echo Charlie Charlie Oscar.
Delta 451, hold position.
Holding position, Delta 451.
Delta 451, taxi to waypoint via Bravo 5.
Taxiing to waypoint via Bravo 5, Delta 451.
United 276, taxi to runway 16 right, contact tower when ready.
Salt Lake ground, Delta 2026, ready to taxi with Information India. Taxiing to runway 16 right, United 276.
KLM 171 Heavy, taxi to runway 16 right, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 right, KLM 171 Heavy. Salt Lake ground, Qantas 380 Heavy, ready for pushback with Information India. Salt Lake ground, test flight 1466 Super, ready to taxi with Information India. Salt Lake ground, Delta 009, ready for pushback at 3, request taxi to gate A14 at the concourse A.
Pushback approved, tail to the east, Delta 940. Give way to aircraft, Victor Tango Kilo Romeo India Super.
Delta 917, taxi to concourse A gate A6 via Foxtrot 4, Bravo 5, Bravo. United 276, pushback approved, tail to the east.
Taxiing to concourse A gate A6 via Foxtrot 4, Bravo 5, Bravo, advise on initial contact, you have Information Delta. Salt Lake ground, Delta 177 India Golf, ready to taxi to runway 16 left with Information India.
Charlie Golf Whiskey Sierra Oscar, pushback approved, tail to the east.
Salt Lake ground, Delta 5813, ready for pushback with Information India.
Salt Lake ground, Delta 51 Heavy, request taxi to gate A25 at the concourse A.
Delta 1029, wind calm, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, Delta 1029.
Delta 1297, contact Salt Lake City Center on 127.0.
Contacting Salt Lake City Center on 127.0, Delta 1297.
Delta 3248, line up and wait runway 16 right. Super, you're number 2 for departure.
Salt Lake Tower, SkyWest 8848, inbound on the ILS runway 16 right.
November 227 Alpha Charlie Super, you're number 2 for departure.
Roger, November 227 Alpha Charlie Super.
Skywest 8848, wind calm, number 1, runway 16 right, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 16 right, Skywest 8848.
KLM 171 heavy, wind calm, runway 16 right, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, KLM 171 heavy.
Austrian 111, thank you, good day. Austrian 111, contact Salt Lake City Center on 127.0.
Contacting Salt Lake City Center on 127.0, Austrian 111.
Delta 57 heavy, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway. 227 Alpha Charlie Super, line up and wait runway 16 right.
Line up and wait runway 16 right, November 227 Alpha Charlie Super. Salt Lake Tower, November 123, inbound on the ILS runway 16 left.
November 123, wind calm, number 1, runway 16 left, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 16 left, November 123. Bravo Kilo Charlie Victor, request permission to cross runway 16 left.
Bravo Kilo Charlie Victor, cross runway 16 left.
Crossing runway 16 left, Bravo Kilo Charlie Victor.
Skywest 8848, when able turn left and contact ground, please expedite, Victor. Contact Salt Lake ground on 121.9er. November 227 Alpha Charlie Super, wind calm, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, November 227 Alpha Charlie Super. Contacting Salt Lake ground on 121.9er, Bravo Kilo Charlie Victor.
Delta Echo Charlie Charlie Oscar, line up and wait runway 16 right.
Line up and wait runway 16 right, Delta Echo Charlie Charlie Oscar.
Juliet 3 Romeo Delta November, maintain slowest practical speed.
Maintain slowest practical speed, Juliet 3 Romeo Delta November.
Salt Lake Tower, Delta 2026, ready for departure at runway 16 right, departing north. 428, cross runway 14.
Salt Lake Tower, Lufthansa 245 Super is 12 nautical miles to the north at 6,800 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 17.
Lufthansa 245 Super, wind calm, number 2, runway 17, cleared to land. Allegiant 203, maintain slowest practical speed.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 17, Lufthansa 245 Super. Maintain slowest practical speed, Allegiant 203.
Emirates 9132 Echo Heavy, line up and wait you, good day. Emirates 9132 Echo Heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, Delta 5352 Heavy.
Frequency change approved Emirates 9132 Echo Heavy, good day.
Yankee Alpha Papa Papa Yankee, cross runway 14.
Crossing runway 14, Yankee Alpha Papa Papa Yankee.
Delta 647, wind calm, number 2, runway 16 right, cleared to land. Frequency change approved Air China 0304, good day.
Salt Lake Tower, Delta 455, inbound on
KLM 0691, contact Salt Lake City South approach on 120.9er.
Salt Lake Tower, Air China 0203 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 17, departing straight out.
Air China 0203 Heavy, line up and wait runway 17. Delta 5813, wind calm, runway 16 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Delta 1760 Heavy, stay on my frequency. Delta 1760 Heavy, correction, stand by. KLM 609 Heavy, wind calm, number 1, runway 17, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 17, KLM 609 Heavy, KLM 0691, contact Salt Lake City South approach on 120.9er.
Salt Lake Tower, Air China 0203 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 17, departing straight out.
Air China 0203 Heavy, line up and wait runway 17. Delta 5813, line com, runway 16 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Delta 1760 Heavy, stay on my frequency. Delta 1760 Heavy, correction, stand by. KLM 609 Heavy, wind calm, number 1, runway 17, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 17, KLM 609 Heavy, Papa Yankee, cross runway 16 left.
Crossing runway 16 left, Yankee Alpha Papa Yankee.
Delta 5813, frequency change approved, good day. American 65, line up and wait runway 16 left.
Line up and wait runway 16 left, American 65.
Delta 818 Victor Alpha, wind calm, number 1, runway 16 left, cleared to land. Air China 46, wind calm, number 2, runway 17, cleared to land. Air China 0203 Heavy, traffic alert, check surroundings immediately.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 16 right, Emirates 1533 Heavy.
United 5342, contact Salt Lake City South approach on 120.9er.
Contacting Salt Lake City South approach on 120.9er, United 5342.
United 202, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway. American 65, wind calm, runway 16 left, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, American 65.
Salt Lake Tower, Delta 1573, ready for departure in sequence at runway 16 right, departing east. Line up and wait runway 16 right, Delta 1573.
Salt Lake Tower, United 21, ready for departure at runway 16 left, remaining in the pattern. Holding short runway 16 left, United 21.
Wilco, United 202.
Frequency change approved Air China 0203 Heavy, good day.
KLM 609 Heavy, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway. Delta 1573, wind calm, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, Delta 1573.
American 65, thank you, good day. American 65, frequency change approved, good day. Wilco, KLM 609 Heavy.
Frequency change approved American 65, good day.
1573, good day.
Air China 46, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway. Frontier Flight 3192, wind calm, number 1, runway 17, cleared to land. Delta 818 Victor Alpha, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite. American 993 Super, line up and wait runway 16 right.
Line up and wait runway 16 right, American 993 Super.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, United 21. Emirates 1533 Heavy, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite.
Wilco, Emirates 1533 Heavy.
Emirates 1533 Heavy, thank you, good day. Emirates 1533 Heavy, contact Salt Lake ground on 121.9er. American 993 Super, wind calm, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, American 993 Super.
UPS 0162, line up and wait runway 16 left. Line up and wait runway 16 left, UPS 0162. Salt Lake Tower, Golf Delta Golf Bravo Sierra, inbound on the ILS runway 16 left with information Juliet. United 21, thank you, good day. United 21, frequency change approved, good day. Golf Delta Golf Bravo Sierra, contact Salt Lake City South approach on 120.9er. Contacting Salt Lake City South approach on 120.9er, Golf Delta Golf Bravo Sierra. Frequency change approved United 21, good day. 3192, correction, stand by. Delta 647, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite. Frontier Flight 3192, request permission to cross runway 16 left. Salt Lake Tower, Charlie Golf Whiskey Sierra Oscar, ready for departure at runway 16 right, departing south.
Wilco, Delta 647.
Air France 009 Alpha Yankee, wind calm, number 1, runway 16 right, cleared to land. Salt Lake Tower, KLM 0691, inbound on the ILS runway 17. Frontier Flight 3192, cross runway 16 left.
Salt Lake Tower, November 1 Charlie Echo Heavy, ready for departure at runway 16 left, departing north.
Frontier Flight 3192, disregard last message. Frontier Flight 3192, hold position. Holding position, Frontier Flight 3192. Delta 11 Super, wind calm, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, Delta 11 Super.
November 1 Charlie Echo Heavy, line up and wait runway 16 left. United 5342, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway. Frontier Flight 3192, cross runway 16 left. Crossing runway 16 left, Frontier Flight 3192. On 121.9er. Charlie Golf Whiskey Sierra Oscar, line up and wait runway 16 right. Contacting Salt Lake ground on 121.9er, Frontier Flight 3192. Thank you, good day, Frontier Flight 3192. November 1 Charlie Echo Heavy, wind calm, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, November 1 Charlie Echo Heavy.
Line up and wait runway 16 right, Charlie Golf Whiskey Sierra Oscar.
Salt Lake Tower, Skywest 3717, ready for departure at runway 16 left, departing south.
Air France 009 Alpha Yankee, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, Air France 009 Alpha Yankee.
Salt Lake Tower, Golf Delta Golf Bravo Sierra, inbound on the ILS runway 16 left with information to Golf Delta Golf Bravo Sierra. Skywest 3717, wind calm, runway 16 left, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, Skywest 3717.
Runway 16 left, Delta 829. Delta 1886, wind calm, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, Delta 1886.
November 123, line up and wait runway 16 right. November 123, please follow instructions. November 123, wind calm, runway 16 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Delta 1886, thank you, good day. Delta 1886, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved Delta 1886, good day.
November